You're listening to UCW Radio.
In your face.
What we got here is a failure to communicate.
Oh, have I got your attention now?
Greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
You know what I mean?
Money to be made in a place like this.
Money never sleeps, pal.
You're crazy. Don't run when you lose. Don't whine when it hurts.
You know what it takes to sell real estate?
It takes brass.
I've fallen, and I can't get up.
All right, welcome to Money Never Sleeps Radio. This is a show where we talk about anything and everything that impacts the flow of money from around the corner to around the world. I want to thank you for taking time out to listen to the show, view the show. As I've said over the past few weeks, we are now doing the video portion of Money Never Sleeps Radio. It's been a podcast for over a decade, and now we're doing something that's going to enhance everything a lot better. We're doing it exclusively on VeroHive. VeroHive is the premier video conferencing platform that does a lot more than just business functions, does a lot more than just doing a show, a lot more. So I'm excited about it. Go to verohive.com and find out more about it. Now, what I want to speak about is what's happening. I'm not going to get into the politics of things. It's been a crazy 2020, and you would think that, actually, I'm not surprised that things have gone the way they've gone with the presidential election. All right. Why not? Anything that can happen in this year, it's happening. So why not? Why not? Why can't it be a tie? Right. So anyway, the markets are embracing this, how things may line up. So tech is going to be at the forefront, no question. Tech is the future, and as long as there's a balance on the Hill, there's a balance in Washington, a lot more positive things are going to come out of the technology sector. We're excited about it. I'm excited about it personally. A lot of things that are going to transpire. Okay, so now one thing that has been a big issue, and I didn't agree with what they were trying to do. I'm talking about government. They were, in California, they were trying to force independent contractors for Uber and Lyft to become employees. They were trying to force that issue, which to me didn't make any sense. If you provide, if you have a gig economy, okay, so these gig workers, they're not looking to make it a full-time job. They're looking to make ends meet. So if they're going and they're utilizing Uber and Lyft as a way for them to bridge the gap, yeah, why not? Why not? They're driving around anyway. Why not monetize that? I've heard a lot of things from people that stated that the companies are making all the money, the workers aren't making money. I don't buy it. All right. I think that it's a win-win all around, and I'm happy that Prop 22 passed, because the bottom line is that if you take that away with everything that's going on now, especially with the pandemic, if you take away the ability of people to earn as they can to take care of their families, you're not helping your constituents. You're not helping society. You're not helping this country. I don't care if it's Uber, Lyft. I don't care if it's a DoorDash. I don't care what it is. Whatever they're doing to make ends meet, you have to let them do this. You have to let them do this. So I'm happy about that. It's a big win. Big win for gig workers. Big win for the gig economy. It's going to set the stage for what should never happen again. The governor of California, what can I say? Not much. Okay. Anyway, now one other thing that was up in the air, okay, but now is it's starting to build up the momentum that it probably should. Okay, years ago, if someone was utilizing cannabis recreationally, what would happen? If you got caught with it, you're going to jail. You have people that have gone to jail for 5, 10, 20 years for they're not trafficking, they were utilizing it. And that's a damn shame. Damn shame. Destroyed people's lives. And now they're starting to pass regulation. Okay, state by state. Can't be done on a federal level, but as the states go and legalize cannabis for recreational use, what's going to happen if you transport, I mean, if you have it on your person and you're moving from one state to another, you don't run the risk of having an issue. I think that more states are going to come on board. You have some conservative states that don't want to do it, but if you go and you take that away, if you take the illegal part away from the cannabis world, and you make it legalized, you can, at least the government can control it. They can tax it. They can make money from it, and I think that that's important. So there's a way for that it's a win-win all around. And the states, Oregon, Oregon's funny because they legalize recreational use of cannabis, but now they're also looking to legalize the use of psychedelic mushrooms for therapeutic use. Okay, so you can be on an acid trip and it'll be legal, but this is the stuff that's you have the change of viewpoints, and as government, as you have the change of I guess the viewpoints, where you have new senators in place, new congressmen, and so on and so forth. You have different views that come to the forefront. I'm a big advocate of term limits. I don't know why we don't have that with the Senate or Congress. I don't understand that. You have it with governors, mayors, you have it with the president, so on and so forth. There should be term limits, and probably even for the Supreme Court as well. I think that when you get different views coming to the forefront, and you don't have people that have a stranglehold on what's going to happen, this is where you have problems. You may look at the Pelosi situation. This is when you have problems. This is when you have major problems. And I think that they should change that. Anyway, going back to the cannabis situation, Mississippi, they legalized medical, not recreational medical. South Dakota, they legalized medical and recreational. New Jersey, they legalized recreational, and that's going to go into effect on January of 2021. Now, that's interesting because, in New Jersey, New York, over the years, you've had a lot of people that went to prison for using or possessing cannabis, marijuana. And I hope that this changes a lot of things. I think they should revisit these cases where someone maybe had a joint or something, and they got in trouble for it, and they went to jail for it. They should revisit this stuff because, I mean, you can't backtrack laws, but there's a right thing and a wrong thing, and I don't know. It's just how I see things, and anyway, they should look at that. All right, Montana, they legalize medical and recreational. Arizona, they legalize recreational. So state by state, they're coming on board, and I think that you'll have other states that will come on board, as these elections pop up, as they go and they try to pass these laws. And I think it's important for the growth. You have a lot of people that are against cannabis. I personally, that doesn't much matter to me as long as people are utilizing it anyway. So when you try to stop it, just like the prohibition, you try to control and take your sanctimonious views and put it on people. What winds up happening is that they will rebel, and then you'll have younger people that like to rebel anyway, and they're going to go and use it more because they're not supposed to, right? Like, don't touch it. Oh, they're going to go touch it because you said don't touch it. Now, if you have things that are legal, that may change the scope of things just a pinch, and it may deter. You may have, younger people using it a lot less. So there could be positives, but the big thing about it is that governments can actually tax it. and tax it like crazy and make a lot of money that can help the communities, that can help create jobs, that can help create housing, can help create a lot of programs for the people. That's the thing. And I'm looking for Florida to jump on the bandwagon at some point, and other states to jump on the bandwagon to give, it's going to give a boost to the economy. I believe that. All right. Anyway, so that's I just want to touch on these things. And as far as what's going on with the election being up in the air, whatever happens, you have people that they've taken a flight to safety. They were going and getting into they were jumping into your stable, safe zone areas. They were abandoning, the growth sector, because they figured, well, taxes are going to go up. This is going to happen. That's going to happen. Listen, the Republicans now they have the Senate, right? So now it's not even if Biden does win and he is our next president, he can't just haphazardly just change things. He has to go through the Senate to make this stuff happen. Different game, all right. And I think it's going to be better. As far as it's not going to be what people thought it was going to be. I hear a lot about the blue wave and everything, and all these people talking about the blue wave. There's no blue wave. Now, instead of it being a blue, why does it have to be a blue wave? Why can't it be a red, white, and blue wave? Why can't it be that? Why can't it be what's best for this country? And this is the problem. You have people on either side. They're fighting for this and fighting this. They're fighting each other, talking all this smack. Republicans, Democrats, They're going forward. They're going head to head, creating all this violence, all this upheaval, all this stuff in this country that I love. Okay, and you're creating all this disturbance. And why? Why? Because you want to change the administration. Every 4 years, the possibility of it changing is there. So you wait the 4 years out. When Trump's been in office for 4 years, he's been doing nothing but, dealing with nonsense from everyone. And he's doing the things he's doing. Not everyone likes him, but no one can go and refute the fact that he's done good things. And he has. Okay. And this next administration, whatever it may be, I hope that they bring unity to this country. And that's what I have to say about that. Okay. The markets are they're liking how things are balancing out, which is what matters. Okay. And what matters for the markets, what matters for this country is having continued growth. Okay. Not crazy taxation. Helping small businesses. They got to go and have the stimulus package to help small businesses. I'm speaking to people that I know that are going out of business. They're closing their doors. And why? Why? Because they're not getting the help that they need. And then you have people in the beginning of this whole deal, they were taking advantage of it. Okay, we got to have a balance. We got to help our people. We got to help businesses thrive. The United States, America was built on entrepreneurship, built on small business that grew. Okay, and look at what's happening now. You have some of the wealthiest people, like Jeff Bezos on down, that came right from here. Okay, and we're going to have more of that. And prosperity, we hope, is going to reign. And as I said, technology is where I see the opportunity. Technology. Okay, and you see it, whether you're working from home, working from the office, you're mobile, whatever, technology is the way to go. That's why, Money Never Sleeps. This is why we stream exclusively on Vero Hive, because this is a great piece of technology, a great tools that help us do what we need to do. Okay. Anyway, I want to thank you for listening to Money Never Sleeps and viewing Money Never Sleeps, and we'll be back with you with the next episode of Money Never Sleeps soon. But thank you again for tuning in. Have an awesome day.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
What is your major malfunction?
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.
All opinions expressed by Luis Velazquez on the Money Never Sleeps radio show and its website are solely his opinions and do not reflect the opinions of the UCW radio show or their parent company or affiliates, and may have been previously disseminated by him on television, radio, internet, or another medium. You should not treat any opinion expressed by him as a specific inducement to make a particular investment or follow a particular strategy, but only as an expression of his opinion. His opinions are based upon information he considers to be reliable, but neither the UCW radio show nor its affiliates, parent companies, and or subsidiaries warrant its completeness or accuracy, and it should not be relied upon as such. The UCW radio show, Luis Velazquez, its affiliates, parent companies, and or subsidiaries are not under any obligation to update or correct any information provided on the radio show or on the website. His statements and opinions are subject to change without notice. No part of his compensation from the UCW radio show is related to the specific opinions he expresses. Please read the full disclaimer on MoneyNeverSleepsRadio.com.